G'day fellas, how you going? Now today's topic is going to be slightly different in that I didn't come up with this topic, but it was something suggested by one of you guys. Now the question was posted to me in a message a few weeks back that I received, and the question was something like, why do there tend to be predominantly more females in cosplay than there are males? Now this was a really interesting question to me because I never really quite thought about something like this. Now I don't know the exact statistics or the ratio of guys to girls who actually cosplay, but in the Australian community where I'm from, or what I tend to see typically online, this statement does tend to ring true. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss some of the things that I thought about which would explain why there tend to be more girls in the cosplay community than there are guys. Sound interesting? Let's go. I sat down and thought for a long time, and I came up with two particular reasons in why there happen to be more girls than guys who cosplay. And the first reason is girls like to look good. Now, I'm not saying that boys don't like looking good, because we do, but generally speaking, if you were to compare the two genders, both guys and girls, which ones would you say would dress up nicer, or care about their appearance more, take better care of their skin, or take more care into the selfies that we like to take and put online? And I think a great majority of people would probably agree with me that females tend to care about their appearance a lot more and place a lot more value upon it than guys do. Now obviously this isn't the case for every single person, but frankly speaking, a lot of girls tend to just have a lot of fun just looking good and feeling good just because they look good. Which is why going shopping, learning about new makeup techniques, doing hairstyles, wearing new accessories, buying new shoes, and taking those dog-filtered selfies of new outfits are such enjoyable activities for girls. Now, cosplay itself is a hobby in which it's a lot of fun just making stuff and socializing, but it's also a lot of fun just looking the absolute best that we can in our costumes. Now, it's a hobby in which we enjoy dressing up, we enjoy doing particular makeup techniques for, we enjoy adding all this bling and extra accessories to our costumes. It's a hobby in which we enjoy doing our hair, our wig in a very particular way and looking really fun and quirky in those selfies that we like to take with our friends at conventions, right? Starting to sound familiar? On top of that, you add in the opportunity to match outfits with your friends and dress up as your favourite waifu. Heck, cosplay is a hobby in which it's got pretty much everything that a girl already likes doing, plus a whole lot more. And on that note, it kind of explains why there's fewer guys in cosplay as well, because let's be real, how many guys actually enjoy doing makeup and going shopping? Oh my god, bird, go away. And the second reason I thought up of why there tends to be more female than male cosplayers in the community is because at this point in time, it's still not really socially acceptable for many guys to cosplay. Thankfully, over time, this trend has been changing, where society as a whole has become a lot more accepting of things like hobbies or sexual preferences, religious values, or cultural differences, and so on and so forth. However, the traditional view of manliness isn't necessarily reflected in a hobby like cosplay. You know, a real manly hobby would be something like fixing cars, or playing footy, or getting massive gains while lifting weights at the gym, right? If you mention your hobby involves something like sewing, or you dress up as cartoon characters, or you like putting makeup on your face when you dress up in costume. For a guy to mention these things as part of his hobbies to a lot of people in mainstream society, including their parents, it's not really widely accepted still. But as a bit of a side theory, I do think there's also why guys who do cosplay tends to do more armor-related costumes than they do sewing or makeup-related as such. Guys might say something like, learn to sew and do makeup? Ha! It's much cooler to make something out of power tools. Because if they're gonna cosplay, they might as well do something which is kind of manly, right? Now, obviously, this is a massive generalization and an exaggeration, but it is one thing that I tend to observe from a lot of cosplayers. From what I've mentioned in the video so far, they are just my personal opinions of what I've observed in the cosplay community. You know, it might be a little bit different depending on where you live or what the norm might be, but whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. A bit of a shout out to Mitsu Cosplay from North Carolina in the US for suggesting this topic. It was a little bit of a shorter video today, but it was a very interesting topic to think about, so thanks very much for sending that through. So if any of you guys have got a really cool topic on mind, or some suggestion or a burning question that you think you'd like answered, definitely send me through a message or just leave a comment down below and I might be able to feature it in a future video. Anyway, that's it for another week, guys. Thanks again so much for watching. Really appreciate you, really appreciate the support, and I will see you again in another video very soon.